So today I just want to tell you, just because somebody got a real super good credit score, I don't care if they got an 850 credit score, that don't mean they wealthy. Good credit does not equal wealth. It don't equal wealthy, okay? I personally know somebody who has an 850 and they manage that 850 like it's a yard of grass, like it's their pride and joy. Water it, sprinkle it, always taking care of it. But at the end of the day, it don't bear no fruit. Ain't no fruit trees, ain't no vegetables, ain't nothing on there but grass. It's nice. But I need you to understand, having good credit at the end of the day does not mean you're good with money. It does not. It might mean you look good with money. You good with managing money, but it doesn't mean you good with multiplying money, okay? And managing money only gets you so far. So there's things that people with good credit don't know about money, and there's things that people with bad credit don't know about money. And then there's things that people with good and bad credit don't know about money. So we're going to break it down and we're going to start first with people who are good with credit. So one of the things that they don't know is just what I said. Credit does not equal wealth. And that's a big one because, like I said, you manicuring this lawn over and over and cutting grass and sprinkling and watering and seeding. And you can look at it all you want to, but it ain't going to feed you. You might think it's pretty, but it's not. It ain't going to win, line of the month or yard of the month. But they confuse that high credit score with or access to credit with financial security. And I could tell you firsthand, I don't think my score has been below a 750 in the last 5 years. Right now it's at 804. But let me tell you, even when it was that 750, 760, 800, couldn't do nothing with it when I had no income. That's not wealthy. So, like, separate the two a little bit. Like, step back, draw a line. Number two, over reliance on credit. So that creates a false sense of well being. You think you good because you can pull from your 401k and pay for that vacation. You think you comfortable. You know nothing. You ain't late on nothing. None of your payments changed. But at the end of the day, your retirement shrinking. So you over rely, and when people borrow from their retirement, yes, it is a loan that they got to pay back. So that is credit technically. You become dependent on your credit instead of using like cash reserves or investments. Instead of putting your money there so it can grow, you're taking it out to just live. It's not being productive at all. The money's not working for you. So at the end of the day, it's being spent. It's out the door. Um, Number three, hidden cost of borrowing. Child. Oh, it just say hidden cost of borrowing. So, uh, so the first thing I want to say is a refinance. Sometimes it can work in your favor, yes, if you can get that interest rate lower and save money, yes. But in terms of like mortgages, sometimes the first couple years of a mortgage is when you get eat up in interest. And if you are refinancing at the fifth, sixth year, you about to jump right into that interest eating you up. So there are hidden costs because you probably didn't think about that, even if your interest rates lower. Like you still paying double financing costs or interest charges. You pay on this one, and now you're gonna start over and pay on that one. The fourth, I'll say opportunity cost. So they're focusing on maintaining this perfect score without realizing that aggressively paying down debt might yield better income. So if let me see an easy way. So if you're paying 6% on an auto loan, and you have that cash on the side, you can borrow that money and you can borrow the money from yourself and pay yourself back. You're the lender and the borrower. So the interest rate is lower. You can do it that way. But there's opportunity costs when you are always borrowing and using credit to your disadvantage. Um, you're not buying or creating assets with the money. You are just spending it on frivolous things. I sound like my mom. And the reason I'm going a little fast, my youngest is asleep and my oldest is not. He watching Woody Woodpecker and I don't know what. I feel like he's gonna bust in at any time. But I did make some notes today so I could through. So five, diversification of financial tools. They still will keep all eggs in one basket. So you have your credit, yes, but what about investments? What about 401k? What about high yield save or high yield savings accounts? You got health savings accounts. You have life insurance as an asset. They might neglect all those other things that you could use to build wealth just because they credit good. So, next, I want to go into the things that people who are bad with credit don't know about money. The first thing is the power of small wins and how they can significantly impact your pockets over time. So, it's just like when you borrow money and you pay all this money over time and you don't realize it, you don't fully realize it. It's the same thing with paying yourself and keeping the money. I thought the other day, I want to take the kids to Disney. I never got to go. And my mom told me, it was because we were going to wait till my little brother was at least 5. Now my oldest is 5. And my husband is saying, well, wait till our youngest is at least 5. That's in 4 years. Not 3, 4 years. So 3, 4 years, that's going to be about $5,000. I don't know. I don't even know how much it costs. But if I start putting $10 in there, that's what? $10 a week. 52 weeks. 500. I have something saved up towards a daggone vacation. So I'm thinking about doing it that way. And you can do the same thing with like your credit card bill. Put an extra 10. Please don't pay the minimum payment. I'm gonna get into that later. But number 2, credit is not the enemy. Just because you had a bad experience with a predatory lender, some lemon dealer, a 50% interest rate on some emergency money that you need because your car broke down. Don't let a bad experience ruin it for everything, because you can miss out on opportunity and advantages there are with using credit responsibly. Like I said, I was able to have the home birth of my life because I used part of the money from refinancing my house when we did an addition to it. One of the best days of my life. So, the third, the importance of financial habits. So, success isn't just about credit, it's about budgeting, it's about saving, it's about investing. All that stuff go together, they all impact each other. Can't have one without the other. I don't know what that is, but it popped in my head. Is that not Ted Bundy, little Al Bundy? Number 4, the cost of ignorance is so compounded interest on unpaid debt and minimum traps. Listen, predatory lending, buy here, pay here. Interest rate's gonna be super high. Instead of paying $400 for 5 years, you might be paying $900 for 8. Not cool. Same vehicle. Don't do it. Like, buy a car cash. Buy something to get you around for a little bit that's reliable. It ain't gotta be the newest Honda. Like, it ain't gotta be the newest BMW. It ain't gotta be your dream car. Like, let me stop because that's the next one. The cost of ignorance. So minimum payment traps, y'all. These credit cards are insane, and I know it. And I know they've been giving them to us since they 18, and we in our mid 30s and 40s now, and it's just been snowballing on us. And with life changes and having kids and being married and feeling like we need a vacation all the time and always needing new clothes, and bruh, I know it's expensive. And the credit card, yes, I know. It's so easy to put a thing. I know. Since I stopped working, bro, and I ain't had no income, I don't know how many times I done paid them things off. But I'm sick of it, and I'm telling you, I ain't got time for it. Minimum payments, no. If you can, get a personal loan to consolidate your credit cards, get the balance over there so that your interest isn't compounding daily. If you can't get into a personal loan, if you can try a balance transfer with 0% for a couple months, that'll give you a little bit of breathing room and pay as much as you can in that time. If that doesn't work, it, I hesitate to tell you to do anything with your mortgage, because the reason is most of the time when we do and we pay off this consumer debt and these credit cards, we end up doing the same exact thing again. And I don't want nobody to lose their house. I've done it. I did it responsibly. I had somebody else to depend or rely on. Be very responsible if you want to go that route. There's the debt. If debt consolidation doesn't work, if you can't go to your credit union or I dare say a bank or online to a reputable company. Um, Try a debt settlement program. Or DMP, find a good organization that's accredited. That I'll do another video, but a debt settlement plan might be an option for you. So number 5 is wealth is not always visible, and most of the time it's not. You can't see investments, you can't see assets, you can't see stock dividends, you can't see home equity, you can't see retirement accounts. Over the past 5 years, maybe 6, I'll say, I had a brand new BMW released, and I drove that even before then. We bought a 2021 Jeep Wrangler, my dream car, and I drove that for about 2 years. We put that on Turo. The BMW was a lease through my husband's. It was like a corporate lease. Um, we're playing with the idea of going back to that. That's another video too. So I've driven nice stuff. Now what I drive, we got a 2015 truck that's been paid off for a couple months now, and I don't even know, a little $5,000 car he paid cash for. You think I care? No, I ain't got no payment. I don't know how much the insurance is because he can afford that. He'd afford to pay for that because we ain't got no car payment. Give and take. Give and take it out. It ain't always in what you see. I'd rather stay at home and drive my kids to the library and the park for free, the grocery store, my job. Like, 36 years old. It is what it is at this point. Like, honestly, even when I ride to Atlanta, I'd rather drive the car because I can't park the truck. So there's blind spots for both people with good credit and bad credit when it comes to money. So the first one is inflation and future planning. So some of us don't fully grasp how inflation actually damages purchasing power and why investing is crucial. So I'm gonna say this, and I don't want nobody to hurt me, but these high yield savings accounts, at the end of the day, y'all, these 5-6% high yield savings accounts is just going, they're gonna be like this in 5 years. When y'all ready to take something out and inflation to ate it up, it's gonna be the same thing y'all put in there. I just want y'all to know, at least it's gonna balance, and it's not gonna be, it's less than what you put in there. But at the end of the day, that's not a solid investment. Like, it's a safe spot, and yes, it's okay, but that's not the goal. That's like first base. I don't know if that analogy is gonna work, but it's just one of the things. It's one of the steps. I'm not saying that's not a good one, and that's not how. Do I got? I don't have a high. I don't care though. So number 2 is gonna be risk management. A lot of people overlook the importance of insurance, wills, and emergency funds. This is a good one because I know that we all feel like we can afford some of this stuff, and I will say, my husband and I got insurance policies on the kids about a year ago, and then we have insurance policies for ourselves about 6 months ago. Next is the will and the trust, because technically the house in my name that we rent out, as long as it gets paid for, nobody's gonna be worried about it. The bank's not. But that's not what I want. Like, I want it to go straight to my kids if something happens to me. I need to get that in order. And the will and the trust is confusing. That's something that I've never gotten into. So don't let me give you no advice, but I know you need to work on it. I'm gonna work on it too, and I'll give you a video when I do it, and I'll let you know. But yeah, it we overlook those things. Risk management. It's like the roof. If everything under it gets damaged, or if the roof gets damaged, everything under it gets damaged. Number 3 is going to be behavioral triggers. That's emotional spending from stress, societal pressures, and celebrations. So I'm okay with celebrations. I don't overspend on celebrations or holidays. I'll be okay. I do celebrate. I will say I actually didn't used to at all, really. Some holidays, I just, whatever. Now that I have kids, I do holiday activities. I do. So, societal pressures. Christmas is coming up. And then my oldest, his birthday is in January. So, societal pressures. I don't know. I don't really feel like I'm pressured by society as far as Christmas goes. What? I know I'm guilty. Oh, that's what I was thinking about earlier. So, it's Christmas time and spending is on my mind. I keep getting on Amazon, y'all. And it's the Black Friday deals are there, but I know they still coming, and it's like, oh gosh, let me slow down because the budget is getting eights up. Like, hold on, I hope Aunt don't look at this one before Christmas comes, but 'cause it's too early. Yeah, it's not stress and it's not societal pressures, but it's things that's going on in society. It's nobody in particular, but it's just I feel like I want to spend, like I want to shop. Not so much for me personally, but just for the boys. Like, it's so hard not to buy them stuff. I know they're gonna have so much fun opening it and playing with it, but I gotta cap that. Um, Number 4, understanding time costs. I guess that's what that say. Taxes, fees, and interest impact their overall financial picture on their overall. I'm gonna give up because I don't know what that say. It can't be that important. Understand? It's cool. But yeah, y'all, it's like, you can't look at nobody until how much money they got. You can't look at nobody until what their credit score is. And then even when you know their credit score, even when you know how much money they make, even when you know their credit score, do you know their mindset behind investing, saving, budgeting, risk management? Even when you do see the digits in their bank account, do you see the costs behind them? Do you see the business that might be in the negative? And I want us to understand, like, even individuals, the apple don't fall far from the tree when it comes to society either. Like, our government and our businesses, um, that's where we get our money habits from. Like, and that's kind of where, like, I think we expect for them to be better. That's what I was looking for. We expect these businesses and companies and governments to be better with money, and they are not. Okay, so it's hard to really know who to listen to and where to get good advice, because really, who's good? But I'm coming up on 18 minutes. I made the video. I'm glad I got through it. You got any comments? Let me know. But yeah, looks can be deceiving. The grass might not be greener. It might be greener. With the flowers and the fruit. Because at the end of the day, oh, that's a good one, but it don't even go here. So let me get on out of here. Thanks. Leave a comment. Let me know if you got any questions, comments, whatever. See you tomorrow. Bye.